Hello, all. Again, welcome to the another episode. So, in the last episode, we have understood about the core concept of Git. So, we have understood about Git as a tool, that how we can use this tool for our internal system. So, we have understood about Git init command, Git add command, Git commit command, switching back into the commit command using a Git checkout, Git log command, and we have seen that how we can perform a version control into our project to work on a different task at the same time, and each of these changes is mutually exclusive, which means that it is individual. It will not hamper the other changes. So just like file renaming that we will do, we just want to avoid this renaming part. That is why this Git has introduced, and we have initiated one character called Rohan, that he go and ask the help from her friend, and he is supposed to help him by introducing the Git to him. Now let's go and understand about something more in episode 2. Okay, so here we will be focusing on how to make our project public so that other can also use it. So again, this is our protagonist Rohan. Next day he go to his college and tell all of his friends that he has come up his own project. He deliver his project, he pitch his idea, and other friends also wants to see his delivery app project. So what Rohan is currently facing a challenge now, that how to keep his project public so that other people, other friends can also see it. Then again he moves to his friend and asks for a help, that how I can keep my code public so that other can also use it. Then his friend also tell him that there is a cloud repository called GitHub where you can push your code, and then this is like a kind of a magic library where other people can also see Rohan's work. So this is what we call open sourcing project in technical word. It means that you keep your code into the some public location and give the public access and mention the address so that your code is now become public so that anyone can use your code. So now let's understand these things in a very diluted manner. So what I will tell is just first go and go to GitHub. Let me log out first so that I can explain it to you very beginning. Go to sign up. Okay, so this is how the GitHub looks like. Go to sign in, follow up the sign up process. I have already done that thing. I will just click sign in part. Then I will just go and press my photo here, go to my profile, then go to this repository, then go to create a new repository, which means that create new location where you will be placing your code for the other world to see your code. Now let me give it the name as the magic library. Okay, the magic library. And inside this configuration part, I have kept my code as a public. You can keep it private if you don't want to share your code. Let's keep it public and then create repo. So what it will do is that it will initiate my repository. Okay, it is initiating some location in my cloud. Cloud is a storage system where you will be delivering your code which is running into your local system into GitHub by taking some space. Got it? Now half of this code you have already aware of, like the git init command, git add command, git commit command. So we will be following the same thing into our local system, and then let's push our code. So again, coming back to these things, so Rohan wants to push his code. How he will be pushing his code? By using this git remote command. So git, again, the git is our one person, and you are giving the location to this person that this is where I want to push my code. And what is the location? Location, you can find it over here. So this is like the URL where you will be pushing your code. So now your code will be now identified by this URL, which means this is the HTTP, this is github.com. Inside this GitHub, this is your profile. Inside your profile, this is your folder name. Inside this folder, you want to put your all of your code for the other people. So now let's use it. So let's first do git init. So let me just try to clear these things, and let me explain you from the very beginning. Okay, let me create one folder here so that Let me create new folder. Let me give the folder name as Rohan's project. And let me also just copy these things and put it here. Okay, cool. Now everything is now sorted out, and let me again open folder. Let me go to my location. It is Rohan's app. So this is the Rohan's project. This is his project. Go to terminal and let's see that whether Git is already installed or not. So Git version, my Git has already installed. Now let's push our project, like the Rohan's project, into GitHub. How I will do that thing? Just follow my the entire code sequence. The first is git init for initializing my Git. After that, the second is git add. So git space add and then space dot. It will going to add everything, whatever the things which is present in my working directory. Let me clear this up. Now what is the next thing? Git commit. So let's save it. Git commit -m and then your message. Let's say my first commit. So everything is now committed. If you want to check, just go git log. This is your git commit and you are the author, and this is the date and timing. Now after this, let's create a git branch. What is the branch? I will tell you in the episode 3. For now, just understand that you are currently working in a main branch, just like a flower pot root. Okay, so root is your main branch. As the flower goes, as the other people will come and work on your project, you will be creating a different branch, so that your main code will not getting hampered by some other person changes. Okay, so let's create a git branch. So again, what is the next step here? These 3 steps you have already initiated. Now let's create git branch. So just type this command as git branch -m space main. You have created the branch. If you want to check the branch, just type git space branch, and this is your main branch. Inside this branch, every project is under your main branch. Now what is the other thing? You want to use this git remote add. Okay, why? Because see, this is our protagonist Rohan, and he wants to deliver his code into a GitHub. So he wants to give the address. That is why this is my address. This is my remote address. So git remote add and then origin and then your address where you want to push your code. So you want to let your local system know, and then press enter. Now your local system know that where to push your code. If you want to check, just type the command git remote -v. So now your local system is being aware that where he wants to push the code. He wants to push the code into github.com, into your profile, and then this is the repository, the magic library, where he wants to put all of your content inside this Rohan's project into that folder. Now what is the last step? Last step is let's push the code. So this is my last step. Git push -u origin and your branch name. What is your branch name? Your branch name is main, because just now you have created the branch, right? And then press enter, and now my code has been pushed. So now if I just go and check it into my repo, so repository is a kind of folder, and if I just go to magic library, you will see that my entire code has been pushed. Okay, my entire code has been pushed into this repo. So if I just click on this code button, this is where my code has been pushed. So if I just going to open these things into, let's say, some incognito, so just copy these things. This is your project looks like. Okay, so now everything is under your GitHub account. So inside this account, you have given the public access so that other people can also see these things, right? So these were the code that I want to show you, that how you can push your code and make it public by using these 2 commands, git remote and git push command. Git remote is for letting your local system know the remote location of your project. What is the remote location? The GitHub. And then pushing your code, you are just using git, and then you're just giving the command that I want to push my code into my remote with the branch name as main. So this is how the Rohan has come out of from this challenge to show his project to the other friends. He can just give the remote location name, and other friends also will be able to check his project. Now let's understand that how the other people will able to see the Rohan's project. That is the question, because now Rohan has already pushed this project into the GitHub, into the cloud source called GitHub. So Rohan has already pushed this code, and Rohan has given the URL and to his friend, and then ask his friend that please see my project. And he has also given some project that how to run the project into. He has written everything into the readme file. Okay, readme file is basically where you write your project, so that is basically for the development purpose. So inside this code you specify readme.md. What is md? Md is a markdown file where you write a message that how to run your project, so that when you push it into GitHub, other people will see this instruction into your account. Other people will see this instruction and they will know that how to run your project. Simple. Now let's say that Rohan has pushed this project into the GitHub. Now Rohan asks his friends that please see my project and give me the feedback. So let's say that one of his close friend, let's say Priya, wants to check the Rohan's app, because she has heard so many things about the Rohan's current app. Now Priya wants to check this app, right? How she will do that thing. So again, what Priya will do is, let's say that Priya has created one folder. So let's say Priya has created, let's say, Priya's folder. Okay, Priya's project. Now let's open these things. So open folder. So let's say that Priya has opened this project and she wants to clone the Rohan's project. Okay, she wants to clone every project that Rohan has done it. So how she will do? She will just going to use this clone command, git clone command. What git clone command will do, because the Rohan has already given access, now what Priya will do, Priya will go to code button, just press this copy URL, and what she will do here is that she will just going to use the git. Again, git has already installed in the Priya system, because if I want to check, she can also check it. Now git clone and then the Rohan's repository URL, and she will just press enter, and everything, the entire Rohan's code is under now Priya's system. Okay, now if she wants to check the Rohan's app, she can check it. Got it? She can also run it also. So let me just go to cd the magic library, and then she can just run the python, then dosa tracker.py file, and then she would able to run the Rohan's project into her personal system. So can you understand about all these things, right? If you have understood, it's very good. So we have till now covered about this episode 1, where we have learned about git, right? We have understood about git init command, then git add command, then git commit command for creating a different commit by renaming it, by creating the versions of the project, then git log command, then git checkout command for going from the previous commit to the next commit. Then in the next episode, which is like the current episode, we have understood about how to push our code into GitHub. So we have initiated one new thing which is called GitHub. So GitHub uses Git to put your code from your local system into a cloud, so that other can also use it by using two extra command. The first is git remote, then add, and then your GitHub location. And the second thing is that you want to push your code into the GitHub by using this, again, git. Git is very common, right? And then you are just instructing git that push my code into the main branch. Okay, so you have understood about branch also. And then if other person wants to clone your code, clone means like run your code into their local system, what they will do, they will just going to ask the ask to Rohan that please give me your project location, the public URL. And what she will do, she will just going to initiate the git clone command and then Rohan's URL, and the entire Rohan project that he has put it into some magic library called GitHub, Priya can able to access the Rohan's project very easily. So these were the commands that very necessary, and you have understood everything in a scenario based concept in episode 1 and in episode 2. Now let's move. In the next lecture we will be understanding about everything like some more depth in the GitHub. We will show you about the how to create a branches, how to create a pull request, how other people can parallelly work on your branches, how to switch the branches and other things, right? So yeah, thank you for connecting, and let's move into the episode 3. Thank you all.